Hi, my name is Ev and I am a knitter here on YouTube. And welcome to my channel. Today I am actually going to be challenging myself by doing something new, something I'm not really used to, but that is why we're here for the learning experience. So that works. So today we are actually going to be sewing. I don't have a sewing machine, so all of this is going to have to be hand sewn, and I am not the best at sewing, but as I said, we are here to learn. Today is a beautiful, sunny, gorgeous day outside, and I thought it would be perfect to finish off the Florence bag. This is a pattern by Petite Knit, and I knit this up in probably a couple weeks. If you haven't had the time to look at Petite Knit's Florence bag, or she has many other bags, I highly recommend you do. It's a very nice, fun pattern for the spring/summer now. I knit the large, so this is the bigger size. Originally, the pattern calls for 3 strands of a cotton or linen or a fiber that would be good and resistant in a bag. So I did 2 strands of this little cotton mini cone, and I picked this up at Knit City last year, and I held it with 1 strand of this mohair dupe. Now I say it's a dupe because it's about 74% Surrey alpaca and I think 26% silk, so it's not actually mohair. And the color of this one is limoncello, and it's a yarn from Lily and Pine. It is super soft, super squishy, and in the end, it ended up giving this bag a gorgeous little halo. So now I'm really confident that I could actually finish this bag today, and it is currently 11:18 a.m. and I think this is now the perfect time to start this project. I would have originally liked to start it a little bit earlier, but alas, here we are. I already did go to the fabric store and I picked out this lining, a kind of beige cream lining with some little pencil drawings of pine cones and leaves and just every little thing that kind of makes me happy. Very foresty, enchanted vibes. And I thought that because it was cream with a little green, sage green drawing, that it would work really, really well on the inside of the bag. I did go to Dress Sew downtown to pick out some zippers and a bag strap. However, they didn't have a bag strap or really any that I was searching for because I was looking for a leather one. But I did go and pick out some cute little zippers. So I have 3 different ones. I'm still a little bit torn, and I did post a picture on Instagram, and unanimously, why do I always say anonymously? Unanimously, everybody was suggesting that I pick the yellow one, but I think once I sew in the lining, we're gonna decide which one works best with the inner lining and the outer fuzziness of the bag. Lastly, I did have to order a little leather strap. Now this one is a lot longer than what I needed. I think this is 78 inches and I don't need a strap this big. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually cut my fabric. Apparently it seems that I don't actually own a pencil, so I'm just using an eyeliner pencil, and I kind of need to cut a perfect circle. So that looks like a circle, right? So the big part is now finally done. I have my half circle here, well, my full circle, and I have the rectangle lining piece right here. So this is what is going to create our base for the bag. So now basically it is just time to sew, which is a lot less stressful. I don't know what it is, but cutting fabric always stresses me out, and I guess that's why I never really got into the sewing world, because with knitting you can always go back and redo, but sewing, once you cut, that's it. Like, you can't really reconnect unless you seam it together, but then you have a seam. I don't know, sewing just seems a lot more threatening to me. I've pretty much just been sitting here for the past 10 minutes, moving pin by pin by pin by pin by pin to try to get this to sort of line up. I'm pretty frustrated. So I think we're just gonna call it good and sew and then see what happens. Worst case is, this is the inside of the bag. So, and it's gonna be a pouch, like it's gonna be inside out. I don't think it's gonna bother too much. But yeah, I really need to get sewing because it's now 1:20. I've been at this for now. The problem is my white thread. This is about how much. This is the entirety of the white thread that I have. I do have other colors, so we're gonna see how far I can get with this. This part of the pattern really isn't helpful. It also doesn't even state where to put in the zipper. There's no information on how to put in the zipper. You have to go to the purse to then see sewing this in the zipper. So if you are someone who likes to have more concrete explanations and more in-depth like instructions, this pattern right now is not the best. I did try to look online because they do have video. Someone else makes videos for Petite Knit. I forget who. They're all in a foreign language. And basically what ends up happening is you turn on the subtitles and then the subtitles are translated to English. So that's how I get through Petite Knit patterns. The issue with this bag is, again, it shows how to sew in the zipper, it shows how to sew in the strap, but it does not show how to do the lining. This is the first bag from Petite Knit that I'm doing, so I wonder if other bags have better explanations or if all her bags are kind of like this. If you guys have any experience with a Petite Knit bag, is it this loosey-goosey of instructions? I guess maybe it's because like we're all knitters. She caters more to knitters and the sewing part is more of an afterthought, maybe. I don't know. Because again, I genuinely right now am just praying for the best. I don't even know. So I'm in a little bit of a pickle and a little bit upset. It is now 2:37 p.m. and I was just about to sew on the zipper when I realized it is way too short. Turns out, now this is where this pattern keeps tricking me. This is the length of the zipper for, actually it's like half an inch longer for the purse. This is the bag. This is for the purse. But anyways, we're gonna run to the store really, really quickly, grab another zipper, and hopefully I can still finish this bag for today. I can do it. I can do it. It's a little setback. It'll take us I did find correct length zipper. And what I ended up doing was I took the little zipper and because I really like, they didn't have the zipper with the large opening on a bigger size. I couldn't even find it anymore in this specific color. So what I did is I removed it from the little one, and I have an extra one in case I mess it up, but I got the zipper and I basically just sort of reattached it. So I swapped out the zipper pieces, which means now this here is open. Normally zippers, when you buy them, they come with like a little tab like this. Whoops. They come with a little tab like this to kind of stop you from fully removing the zipper. I had to remove it. So what I think I'm going to do is just sew in like a little bobble right here to kind of stop the zipper from being able to pull all the way through. I tried to reattach the little metal piece, but I literally like destroyed it to remove the zipper. So now we can go back to sewing. That was a little bit of a detour. While I was there, I also thought, you know what, let's go and pick out the correct thread color. So this is more like a yellow that'll work more seamless with my bag instead of this neon chaos. Okay, remember how I was super excited about the zipper with the little circle thingy and how I got the new attachment onto the old zipper, or the second zipper onto, anyways, I mixed two zippers together. Well, I sewed it on, and then when I tried to close the bag, the zipper, it doesn't zip well. So I ripped it back. Anyways, it doesn't zip well, and I think it's because I combined like this material zipper with this tag, and it's not supposed to. I don't want to always have to wrestle with it. So in the end, I sewed the other zipper. I went and I sewed this one on. So that's the zipper that I'm going with. It's not as beautiful, but it does, like, it's so smooth. It's smooth as butter. And by the way, in case you're wondering, yes, it is bright and sunny here, but it is also 6:30 p.m. When did I start this? Morning. So did I finish sewing the bag yesterday? No. Did I think I would? I had such high hopes that I would. In the end, my zipper that I bought, I accidentally picked up the 12-inch one. So when I sewed on the zipper onto the bag, and when I went to attach the lining, my lining was a little bit short because I had stretched the bag to fit a 12-inch zipper, but the lining was created in order to fit an 11-inch bag. So I had to rip back, and then by the time I got the zipper back on, I just like tacked in, oh, I can't show you now. I just tacked in an inch hidden, like kind of in the bag, so that would shorten the zipper. But when I finally finished that and sewing it back on, it was kind of dark out, and I didn't want to continue sewing in the dark and strain my eyes. And this morning I quickly woke up and sewed on the linings. So this is what it looks like. I'm actually super proud of this bag, and I think it's possibly the cutest thing I've ever made. Now, this was really the sewing was really tricky, so I don't know if I'm gonna make another one. I don't know, maybe at some point, maybe a different bag I don't know. This was a lot. The only thing is I kind of need to go in and tack one of the edges that I sewed. The fabric is just a little bit too long, or the fold is a little too high. So it kind of snags a little bit right here. It's fine when I unzip, but when I go to zip up, it keeps snagging at that one spot. So I'm gonna have to go and fix that, but that'll be another time, another issue. So now the fun part is actually to sew on the strap. I already made the holes in it and I already cut it to the correct length. I ended up going with 4 holes on each side. I counted and she had 4 holes on her pattern, so that's what I did.